Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Open Mic Night live at the ZoomBarDC. We've got a great show for you tonight. We've got Bill Sherman, Joseph Stegner, David Weening, and Arlene Grant, and more. So sit back, relax, have a great time, and Bill Sherman's going to kick us off.
Good evening, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day. So, let's see. How about if we started off with an old Traffic song, Feeling All Right. It seems I've got to... Whoops, sorry about that. There we go. Now I can hear myself. Seems I've got to have a change of scene, 'cause every night I have the strangest dreams, imprisoned by the way it could have been, left here on my own, or so it seems. I got to leave before I start to scream. Someone's locked the door and took the key. You're feeling all right. I'm not feeling too good myself. Feeling all right. I'm not feeling too good myself. Well, boy, you sure took me for one big ride. And even now I sit and I wonder why. And when I think of you, I start to cry. I just can't waste my time, and I must keep trying. I gotta stop believing in all your lies, 'cause there's too much to do before I die. You're feeling all right. I'm not feeling too good myself. You're feeling all right. I'm not feeling too good myself. Too good, baby. Don't get too lost in all I say, 'cause at the time, you know, I really felt that way. But that was then, now it's today. I just can't get out, so I guess I'm here to stay till someone comes along, takes my place with a different name, yeah, and a different face. Feeling all right. I'm not feeling too good myself. No, I'm not. You're feeling all right, all right. I'm not feeling too good myself. No, I'm not. You're feeling all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. I'm not feeling too good myself, yeah. You're feeling all right. I'm not feeling too good myself.
I love that song.
Good. I'm glad you like it.
Who does that song? Who's ranked?
Traffic.
Traffic. Oh my god, I love that song.
I think Steve Winwood wrote it, but you know, he wrote a lot of Traffic stuff. So back to the Byrds' Sweetheart of the Rodeo album, which is the first album that I ever learned music from. I don't know if this is the first or the second song I ever learned. My memory fails me a little bit there. Fly so, whoops. Clouds so swift, the rain won't lift. The gate won't close and the railings froze. Get your mind off winter time, 'cause you ain't going nowhere. Ooh, we're riding behind. Tomorrow's the day that my bride's gonna come. Whoa, no, we gonna fly down in that easy chair. Well, I don't care how many letters they sent. The morning came and the morning went. Pick up your money and pack up your tent, 'cause we ain't going nowhere. Ooh, we're riding behind. Tomorrow's the day that my bride's gonna come. Whoa, no, we're gonna fly down in that easy chair. Well, buy me a flute and a gun that shoots, tailgates and substitutes. Strap yourself to a tree with roots, 'cause you ain't going nowhere. Ooh, we're riding behind. Tomorrow's the day that my bride's gonna come. Whoa, no, we gonna fly down in that easy chair. The Genghis Khan, he could not keep all his kings supplied with sleep. So we'll climb that hill, no matter how steep. When we get up to it, yeah. Ooh, we riding behind. Tomorrow's the day that my bride's gonna come. Whoa, no, we gonna fly down in that easy chair.
Woo!
Thank you.
Hey, Bill.
By the way, there's a real musician now in the house.
Hi, Steve. Long time no see. Welcome.
Good to try to be back.
Yay. You're
you
back.
fixed the sound thing too, didn't you?
Yeah, I was testing it just now and I was like, okay, it worked.
Yep, cool.
Much better.
The sound thing wasn't working last Thursday.
No, it was awful. My voice ain't working, but the sound thing's working.
Where's your Valentine?
She's upstairs.
She's upstairs. Okay.
Yep.
Steve, your audio does sound different than it usually does.
Oh, it does?
Maybe a little more reverb on it.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that might be.
But I like reverb.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's just me.
Oh, okay.
It went from not working to too much.
Medicine for me.
Okay, so David is going to read something.
Yes. It's untitled, but for tonight, I'd like to call it for Joseph Stegner, February 14th, 2023. Joseph, I love the way you write. You have lyrics that come out of your head in amazing ways. And when we read or listen between the rhymes, there's so much there. And so I want to read this for you.
Thank you, David.
A poem is tender as an idea or a dream, massless yet weighty. It lives and moves. It can cause wars or end them, end love affairs or save them, save the life, the lost, or guide them. Mighty is the pen, lighter than the quill. It can bring one to tears, then give comfort. A poem can pass through earth and brain, unseen, unread. A good thing for an electron, perhaps, but unfulfilling for a poet. Better the collided poem, the captured idea, and blessed be the physicist who finds the way to do this.
Woo!
Woo!
I am.
I like that, Dave.
That was beautiful.
That was beautiful.
A can of spinach for Popeye of a Poet. Thank you. That was awesome.
My pleasure.
That was beautiful. Wow, thank you for reading that.
That's great that you were inspired by someone else here in the group.
Yes, yes.
Can I follow that? Because I wrote a song today also, and it's dated today. And since that was dated today, if you don't mind, I wouldn't mind following, if that's okay with you, Marie-Louise.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So this one is called Ode to Adversaries of Understanding. You might hear BART tracks in the background. I'm only on my phone, and I hope it doesn't buffer and do that silly thing where it slows me down and speeds me up. But this is Ode to Adversaries of Understanding. For some, the American dream has different meaning. It's a chance to be its glory or its gleaning. Some don't want us to see just how we got here. So we can't read the skies and see which way the captain steer. What are you afraid of if you wake up? It makes you loathe the woke like a buttercup. Why do you need the darkness in this time of light? Pretending that our ignorance is sufficient sight. What makes you afraid of observations? Enough to rage and make your fabrications. You can't build enduring structures in the shifting sand. If that's what a base becomes, if it can't understand. You cannot say the future needs your vision for its good. If the value of respect and empathy is clearly not understood. Pride precedes a fall, and in the whisper our maker calls. Even though I'll come from a woman, fools say the head must be the ball. What are you afraid of if you wake up that makes you loathe the woke like a buttercup? Why do you need the darkness in this time of light? Pretending that our ignorance is sufficient sight. What makes you afraid of observations? Enough to rage and make your fabrications. You can't build enduring structures in the shifting sand. If that's what a base becomes, if it can't understand. You cannot say the future needs your vision for its good. If the value of respect and empathy is clearly not understood. Pride precedes a fall, and in a whisper our maker calls. Even though all come from a woman, fools say the head must be the balls. For some, the American dream has different meaning. It's a chance to be its glory or its gleaning. Some don't want us to see just how we got here. So we can't read the skies or see which way the captains steer. What are you afraid of if you wake up? It makes you loathe the woke like a buttercup. Why do you need the darkness in this time of light? Pretending that our ignorance is sufficient sight. Pride precedes a fall, and in a whisper our maker calls. Even though all come from a woman, who'll say the head must be the balls. That's for adversaries of understanding.
Thanks, Joseph.
There you go. You're welcome.
I want to.
Yeah.
I was
Voices on their
having a hard time processing the whole thing. I'm going to have to go back and re-listen to that so I can process it.
I hope the audio came through. You know, usually
No,
the
I mean,
audio
no. It was just fine. When I say process it, I'm talking about understanding
No,
it.
it's deep. Yeah, it's deep. So thanks.
It's a lot.
So I'll come back for another one after someone
Okay.
else.
Joseph,
Okay.
Thank
you sure can play a pair of knees.
No, that's the only thing. And even that I don't feel comfortable with while I'm singing. That's why I admire musicians who can do it both. You know, I just hoping I meet that somebody who's just feeling it and they're just intuitively doing their thing while I'm intuitively doing my thing, and it
course.
works, because
Of course.
there's no way I can
It
master
works.
the instrument, all the soul I put into my lyrics. But thank you. You're awesome.
Thanks, Joseph.
Thank you.
Okay, Arlene. You're on mute.
Yeah, I know. I tried to unmute and then something came with the screen. So I figured out what the problem is. Why I can't do music just yet, and it's not fixed, but it's something to do with the update in my system. So the Windows is knocking out the ability to hear background music or me. It's choosing, it's not through Zoom. So I'm going to sing a cappella, which I haven't done in a long time. And I'm going to do Sweet Surrender in the jazz version by Sarah McLachlan. Hopefully you've heard it. If not, you're hearing it. And that doesn't mean much, doesn't mean anything at all. The life I left behind me is a cold room. Past the last line. From where I can't return. Every step I took in faith betrayed me. Now from my home. Sweet surrender. So to give. Take me in. Oh, questions asked. Drift away the emptiness surrounds me. Evil angel. Already that's gone. Only the one who disappoint you. And now my knees. Sweet surrender. So that I to give. Sweet surrender. So that I to give. In these hands, a touch of your hands. I wouldn't be the one to fall. Just in things. Oh, this silly thing. Doesn't mean much. Doesn't mean anything at all. The life I left behind me is a cold room. Did you guys hear me okay?
Mostly, but every so often your voice disappeared.
Are you serious again? Okay.
I hate
It's,
that.
it's Windows. I don't know. I have to try to figure out how to get this Windows thing to work the right way again.
So frustrating.
Sorry?
Oh, Joe, that's so frustrating when you give it your all and you go back and you see it just wasn't captured. It didn't transmit like you were doing it. But you have a beautiful voice.
Well,
Keep at it.
Thank you. Thank you. Poor Sarah. Well, I'm going to read a poem that I wrote.
Great.
And it's called Awakening Spaces of Peace. Hopefully you will hear that. Awakening spaces of peace. May we awaken to spaces filled with peace. May we share a mission to promote spiritual literacy and self-understanding. May we realize our enduring worth and the love of God. May we welcome shalom and shalom. May we awaken to a space filled with peace. May we awaken to spaces filled with peace. May we celebrate life with communities sharing a desire to connect with God. May we attract relationships supporting our spiritual intentions. May we be elevated by those interested in our well-being. May we welcome shalom and shalom. May our thoughts be daydreams that do not resemble nightmares. May our dreams bring joy and restoration. May our dreams be filled with love and grace. May our dreams be filled with peace. May we welcome shalom and shalem. May we awaken to a space filled with peace. Did you hear that?
Woo! Yay, Arlene.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good. So you could hear that one?
Yeah, perfectly.
Yes, it was lovely.
Thank you. I have no idea what my Zoom and my Windows has against my singing at this time. But
I guess it's optimized for your voice, but not singing voice.
yeah. The AI is not on my side tonight.
That poem, the prayer, it's gorgeous.
Thank you. I created a meditative series called Come My Beloved. And so I have a meditative poetry series that I will be selling starting tomorrow. So yeah. Yeah.
Great.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Okay, Steve, you want to go next?
Alrighty. I don't know what condition my condition is in now, but we'll give it a run. We ride past the same buildings 1,000 times. Never ever knowing what's on the inside. Till we grow numb and accept the place we've arrived. Sometimes you gotta see a new place. You're ever gonna change your mind. We could stay in one place till it becomes a state of your mind. So follow your heart. It knows where to go. It's a simple thing to say, but harder to know. But three simple words let you know when you know. Looking over the valley, it always feels like home. From the sidewalks in the city to the buildings made of stone. But home is where your heart is, and it's a shame when it leaves you alone. So you better follow your heart in all that you do. It'll lead you where you're going and always be true. No matter the cost, trust it in all that you do. Could be the best advice I can give to you. So follow your heart. knows where to go. It's a simple thing to say, but harder to know. But three simple words let you know when you know. And no one has all the answers, but it's in each of us, I'm told. So follow your heart, it knows where to go.
I don't believe I've heard you do that before.
I might only done it maybe once here, or once
Oh, gotcha.
Right.
Zoom.
So
Is that yours, Stephen?
Yes, sir. Yes.
It's beautiful. Just
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
It's
I love the gentle accompaniment.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right.
yeah, that was beautiful. Thank you.
Marie. Go again.
Yeah, yeah, that was great. Love that song.
I know a guy's got a lot to lose. He's a pretty nice fella, kinda confused, got muscles in his head, ain't never been used. Thinks he owns half of this town. Starts drinking heavy, gets a big red nose, beats his old lady with a rubber hose. Then he takes her out to dinner, buys her new clothes. That's the way the world goes around. That's the way the world goes around. Up one day, next you're down. It's a half an inch of water, think you're gonna drown. That's the way the world goes around. Sitting in a bathtub, counting my toes when the radiator broke. Water all froze, got stuck in the ice without my clothes, naked as the eyes of a clown. Was crying ice cubes, hoping I'd croak when the sun came through the window and the ice all broke. Stood up and laughed, thought it was a joke. That's the way that the world goes around. That's the way the world goes around. Up one day, next you're down. It's a half an inch of water, think you're gonna drown. That's the way that the world goes around. That's the way the world goes around. You're up one day, next you're down. It's a half an inch of water, think you're gonna drown. That's the way that the world goes around. That's the way the world goes around. You're up one day, next you're down. It's a half an inch of water, think you're gonna drown. That's the way that the world goes around. short one.
Christine.
It's almost like John Prine wrote that for you.
I'm feeling it, man. Yep.
You think you wrote it because you like your songs. Full of soul and insight and simple truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice melody.
Yeah.
What great lyrics. Who wrote that?
John Prine.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Thanks. Okay. Bill.
Bill? Oh, okay. I think I'm gonna do some Bob Dylan. Let's see here now. Well, I ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm no more. Well, I ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm no more. I wake up in the morning, pull my hands and pray for rain. I got a head full of ideas that is driving me insane. It's a shame the way she makes me mop the floor. Well, I ain't gonna work for Maggie's farm no more. Well, I ain't gonna work for Maggie's brother no more. Well, I ain't gonna work for Maggie's brother no more. Well, it hands you a nickel, it hands you a dime, asks with a grin if you're having a good time, and he finds you every time you shut the door. Well, I ain't gonna work for Maggie's brother no more. Well, I ain't gonna work for Maggie's pa no more. Well, I ain't gonna work for Maggie's pa no more. Well, he puts his cigar out in your face just for kicks. His bedroom window, it's made out of bricks, and the National Guard stands around his door. Well, I ain't gonna work for Maggie's pa no more. Well, I ain't gonna work for Maggie's ma no more. Well, I ain't gonna work for Maggie's ma no more. Well, she talks to the servants about God and love and law. Everybody says that she's the brains behind Pa. She says she's 64, but she's really, she says she's 24, but she's really 62. Well, I ain't gonna work for Maggie's ma no more. Well, I ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm no more. Well, I ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm no more. Well, I try my best to be just who I am, but everybody else wants me to be just like them. It's a shame the way, it's a shame the way they say sing while you work, but I just get bored. Well, I ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm no more. Well, I ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm no more. Well, I ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm no more.
Woo! Hey, Bill.
Yeah. Now, do you want you want to squeeze another one out of me, or you want Joe? I know Joseph's got something else, and
Yeah, I've got a little something.
We can keep going around, I guess.
okay.
Or
Every time I do something, I always forget something. Even though I got it right here in big letters, somehow I missed the concluding stanza I had written.
Well,
Adversaries of education.
that's really not so strange when I cook. And by the way, I'm a trained cook.
Yeah.
Classically trained cook. When I cook, I always forget one ingredient.
Yeah, isn't that something? Don't
Yeah.
know why that is. But the concluding line was adversaries of education with double speak as your shield and order for rejection, so repentance you will not feel. So that's supposed to fit in there after where I did end it. But it suddenly dawned on me that despite our song and the wonder of our getting together, today is Valentine's Day that for some is the most horrific they could imagine. And as an alumni of Sandy Hook School, as a survivor of attempted homicide, the students of Michigan University, it's just a horrible tragedy what occurred. And to have to deal with that phenomenon, it just deserves some kind of attention that, on a day where we all look for love and we all want to celebrate love, that we recognize the importance of loving just everybody enough to help them through their sorrows, recognize when they're in pain, and for the leaders of the world who depend on riding on the backs of others to understand there are consequences to that, and you can't pretend you don't understand people's emotions when you play with their lives. And empathy is a clear key that can see, but as long as we don't employ it, well, we're destined for tragedy. So for all those Michigan, all the families spread throughout, our hearts are to you. We empathize and are so sorry you're going through this. And all I want to do is make a little something up for everyone. Why can't we see each other with no need to want the gun? I saw what happens when we lose our faith and people no longer become safe because someone thought they've had enough. Thought life was just too tough. So they let their emotions take them away. They pulled out a gun and said, hear what I say. And the way it ends is just in tragedy. It's too easy a tool that people can use. I don't know. I was making up and got distracted, but I was trying to just throw something out there because, there is an answer to all this. It's in the way we see each other. It's for that reason that I left the ambulance, try to find magic words. So, David, your message to me is more profound and needed than you may know, because I did need those words. And I'm the only one here who can't play an instrument or company music. So I wonder about my contribution with just my lyrics. So thank you for that. Really means a lot to me. Happy Valentine's Day to you.
Your
I'll end it with that.
contribution
Take
is
water here.
your contribution is very important to the fabric
Yeah,
of this
amazing.
Tuesday night thing.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
You don't need a guitar. You don't need a guitar. You have knees. Thank you.
Yes, like Phil said, you're very important to the essential
Yeah.
for the fabric of this community we've created. So thank you. Joseph.
Very much.
David, did you have something else?
I do. It's Valentine-ish.
Okay.
It's called Gift. The gift you offer, the carefully mitered corners, the foil paper so perfectly creased around the box cradling the unknown. You cradling the box in your hands. I resist my need to take it from you, and my anticipation is as delicious as the fragrance of a ripe mango, too sweet to destroy by the ownership of my hands. As long as this unknown treasure is held by you, I will embrace the burning eagerness inside me. This is gift enough.
Woo! Great, David, that was beautiful.
I like the brevity of your writing,
Thank you.
and I'm being very serious.
No, I appreciate that. I've been taken apart because of that in some situations, but I agree with you. Brevity and gentleness and clarity is enough.
Mm-hmm.
So
Amen
thank
to
you.
that.
That's great
Yes,
feedback.
that was
Appreciate it.
beautiful. Yes, thank you.
Yeah. The artist's way, Julie Cameron, she will take you out of that where people say you aren't good. You are.
Well, thank you.
Have you read The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron?
No.
She's very positive. Yeah, she's very positive. She talks about how artists are so put down, any kind of artists, writers, musicians,
And
painters.
we're quick to accept that.
Well, so a few things. Had a conversation with my counselor this evening about imposter syndrome, and I think a lot of artists have that syndrome. They're concerned they're going to be found out. I certainly have that thing going on. Teddy Roosevelt, and I'm paraphrasing horribly, but he wrote a piece about the person who's in the ring versus the person who's sitting up in the stands, and the person who's in the ring fighting the lion. People up in the stands really don't have a leg to stand on as far as criticizing the person who's in the ring fighting the lion.
Yes.
The man in the
Yeah.
arena.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite
wow.
passages of all time. Yeah.
I told you I was going to, butcher it by paraphrasing it, but I got the point across well enough that you understood what I was saying.
You're perfect, right?
Absolutely understood what you were saying. Yes.
Yeah.
It's a great passage. Thank you. Arlene thinks she's got her song back.
I think I did some work, and hopefully Microsoft and Zoom are going to be in a good relationship. So I'm going to try it again in honor of Sarah McLaughlin because I really love the song. So I'm going to try it again. And thank you for grace to do so. Mean much. Doesn't mean anything at all. The life I left behind is a cold one. Cross the last line from where I can't turn. To betrayed me. No.
Arlene, we can't hear you.
I think what might be happening, I think that might be copyrighted, and what's happening is it's just being blocked, and that's why her voices get sometimes getting mixed in with that blocking, because I think it's recognizing it's not maybe supposed to be broadcast live. I don't know. That's my guess.
Okay, I just stopped singing because I could hear Joseph
Yeah, you couldn't hear your voice.
at all.
It was a
What
little
I'm
bit and then
thinking,
a lot of nothing.
So if I
Yeah.
say sweet, did you hear that?
My thinking is that when you go after high notes,
I don't know if this is too early, but maybe you can look into it. But some music you can't publicly, like, you have to have some kind of license to just be able to play it and broadcast it. So it's possible that it's being recognized as music that someone's got right to, and they're not quite given
Yeah,
permission to use it. That's why sometimes the voice.
I don't think it's that, Joseph, because YouTube catches all the copyrights when I post it and they say copyright claim. So they let us record it, but
I
then
do
it
some
flags
stuff
it with the copyright.
I do some stuff that sold pretty well back in the 60s, and I've never been blocked. I think it's when you're trying to hit high note. I think it's when you're hitting high notes, Arlene.
Yeah, I don't know, but usually when you sang before you did the upgrade, all the notes came through. So
Yeah,
I think it's a Zoom Microsoft thing.
upgrade. I don't know. I have it on the musician thing. I've done everything. I even just changed all my things. So anyway, I tried. Okay.
Yeah,
sorry.
sorry.
Okay, I'm going to revisit with Zoom and see what happens and write to Microsoft for help.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Do you have a hammer?
Do I have a hammer? No.
Okay.
But I'm probably.
Well, if I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning. You know, I mean, I'd hammer in the evening, and I'd hammer all day long.
Okay.
I ask my clients sometimes if they have a hammer, because I'm a computer help desk technician.
Oh,
I ask them if they've
yeah.
got.
Okay. Well, thanks, Arlene. Try again next week.
Yep. Otherwise, I'll come with a poem. Take
Okay.
care.
Sounds good.
Good night, all.
Thank you. So I think we have time for one more. Steve, do you want to be the closer?
Sure.
Okay.
Let me get the. Hang on. Run out of time reconnecting here. All right. One more wire. There we go. All righty. And she said, "What are you thinking behind those blue eyes?" I said, "The lightning bugs lit up the trees like Christmas this spring, and the muscadine grapes came in thicker this year, and the flowers haven't bloomed this big in years, and I can't believe it's been 30 years. And she said, "What are you thinking behind those blue eyes?" I said, "I really miss my old friend this time of year." I said, "It's been a long, long time, and how time really flies. And did I forget to say I love you, dear?" And she said, "What are you thinking behind those blue eyes?" I think I need to buy milk at the store. Should I cut the grass today or wait just a little more? And if I forgot to say I love you even more. And she said, what are you thinking behind those blue eyes? Said, I'd like to try and write a song today. Maybe wash a car if it's warm outside. But I'm really not sure what I'm gonna say. And I think this one is yours, by the way. And if I forgot to say I love you today. That's what I'm thinking behind these blue eyes. Why do you ask? Anyway, she said, I got a lot of work to do today. I just wanted to see if you're okay. And if I forgot to say I love you even more today. And she said, what are you thinking behind those blue eyes?
Beautiful.
Thanks a lot.
Great song.
Perfect
Beautiful song.
Valentine's Day song.
Yes.
Yeah,
Sharon must just adore that song.
she does. She won't tell anybody that, but she...
Well, I adore that song, so if, you know.
Thanks, Bill.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gorgeous. Yeah,
Thank you so much.
speaks to the heart. Indeed, indeed.
Thank you, Steve.
Very
Yeah.
much.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, thanks everybody. That's our show for tonight. Thanks for another
Yep.
great open mic night live at the ZoomBarDC. See you next week.
Thank you.
It's a
Thank
good
you
night.
all, and
Thank you,
thank you,
Marie-Louise.
Thank you, everyone.
Marie-Louise.
Love y'all.
Good to
And
see you
again,
guys again, finally.
thank you. Feel free to send that to me if you don't mind, if you like. I'd love to see that.
Thanks,
and have
David.
that.
Thanks, Bill. I'll send it to you, Joseph. Thanks, Steve.
Okay, love y'all.
Love you. Bye.
Take care.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks, Marsha.
Thanks for your-
Thanks,
Take care.
Wendell. Thanks.
Take
Bye.
care, Marie-Louise. Good night, good night.
Night.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
Oh,
you.
dear. Yeah. Take care of yourself, Marie-Louise.
Thank you. I'll
In
try.
your heart. Yeah.
Thank you.
I know. It's process. Blah. Right. Well, you got your cat.